Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. I've got Sir Meowser's tail right here. I've got a Pook Star who's having her magical birthday tomorrow running the chat room. I've got a Ruru off to my left, a Love Bug off to my left, a Lumi somewhere around, and we are in a magnificent Class A 35-foot, 3 slide out RV somewhere by St. George, Utah. And we're getting our I won't say we're getting our butts kicked, but wow, what a challenging few weeks it has been. It has been a challenging few weeks for everybody, and we're going to dive into that a little bit here tonight. I want to share our own personal journey and why truly everything is perfect, even when it's not. My mantra right now, over and over and over again, is it's guidance, it's all guidance, it's all steering. It's all guidance, it's all steering. It's all guidance, it is all steering. What does that mean? It means if we can step back from things, get a more holistic, big picture, we understand there is so much more meaning to everything that we're going through that meets the eye. And I'm going to explain to you in a minute why we are literally, this is a rental, beautiful rental RV that we took out for a few month vacation. It didn't work out. Nothing about this was vacationed. Some things were vacated, but none were vacationed. And that's all right. That's exactly how it's supposed to be, apparently. With that said, I am so excited. We have our next, we haven't had one for a month, automatic writing class coming up Thursday. Automaticwriting.com. It is our number one tool to find guidance, to find direction. And let me put it out there. We are, I don't know, as good at automatic writing as anybody. We wrote the book on it. It'll be out in just 2 months. We have automaticwriting.com. And yet universe is not going to always spoon feed you the answers. It is going to teach you along the way. Hello, Orion. It is going to teach you along the way. The amount of learning and profound goodness that I have gotten out of automatic writing this last 5-6 weeks on the road is stupendous, is beyond almost any of the other learnings that I've gotten other than my 2 near-death experiences. Those, it's like plugging yourself into a light socket of the universe. You learn a lot, but with a lot of pain. Although honestly, I can't say that this trip hasn't been very painful. But through automatic writing, we have learned so much. So our next class is Thursday. You can go to automaticwriting.com to find out more about that. We are super excited if you want to learn how to turn your journaling into channeling and literally write each morning or each evening and say, universe, what do I need to know today? And get answers. That's the coolest thing. Then automatic writing is for you. And I will probably say that many times throughout this journey because this journey has been really, really, really painful. And I don't know certainly what I would do without Pookie by my side, also known as the Pook Star, also known as Jessica Lee, my wife. I don't know what I would do without Sir Meowsers and Love Bug and Lumiere, my beautiful, amazing kitty cat. Sir Meowsers is coming over here on cue right now, or at least slightly off camera. And I don't know what I would do without Ruru, the Wonder Rooster. But really, it's plugging into Source on a daily basis that has allowed us to get through this time. So I've got a show coming up in 2 days. It's going to take you through the entire journey and all these learnings that we've had over the last few weeks. But let me suffice it to say, we're 4 or 5 days out from returning this RV to Colorado. We've been gifted the opportunity to go back on the road with a couple RVs next week and film a couple Netflix pilots. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Woohoo! 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 And we don't have a home to come back to. I'm saying that with a lot of love and light because on one level, I'm excited to see what the universe brings. On another level, I pride myself as the guy, as the provider, as the one who is the rock that supports the family. And arguably, first few years or more of the relationship, I wasn't the rock. But Jessica's in the chat room and she probably can't hear me right now. But if she could, she would say that, yes, I definitely am the rock. But admittedly, I have been unable to find a place for us to land. We got to Las Vegas. We made a beautiful show on it. I don't believe we're going to air it because we were all excited about Vegas. There was a special energy in this luxury RV resort that we were in. And that energy tempered the whole Vegas nutty, crazy environment. But then Jessica would say that I was losing IQ points every time that I went out on the road in Vegas. Did not feel right. And we could only find track housing where they wouldn't allow Ruru. So we went from Vegas. We went out to Palm Springs. First off, I had no plans on going any further west than Sedona. And I was resigned that Jessica wanted to live in Sedona. I was going to live in Sedona. And I would make awesome peace with it. And it was beautiful. But Sedona didn't feel right. And so we went to Vegas. And Vegas didn't feel right. Now, we are two people who have learned that the higher you are on the energetic spectrum, and you're watching this, so you are at this high level as well, the more it is a requirement to listen to that intuitive pull, to listen to that voice, which does come out in automatic writing, of course, but really comes out in a feeling state. How does this make me feel? And Vegas was making me feel stupid. So I never expected to be going to Vegas, but we felt a pull to Vegas. We never expected to be going from there to Palm Springs, but we found a pull to Palm Springs. And oh my God, we found the most only amazing oasis in Palm Springs with an almost 11,000-foot mountain behind us, the Mount San Jacinto, this amazing mountain, snow-covered peak in the desert. It's crazy. 6th highest mountain in the U.S. And we felt such love and such at home. And I was walking around with Ruru in my arms, who I think I've woken up. I can hear him now during this talk. I walked with Ruru, Woo Woo, the Wonder Rooster, in my arms around this 1,000+ RV resort facility. And everybody's running out and they want photos of Ruru and they want to pet Ruru and they want to learn everything they can about Ruru. He's a rock star. And a house literally manifested, came to us out of the blue. Rooster, no problem. We'll take you in. We'll love you up with open arms. Of course, they asked, do you play pickleball? And I'd never tried that. But I'm open. And it just felt so good there. Interestingly enough, the surrounding environment didn't feel so good on my mountain bike, but I'm open. I'm going to I'm going to see what the universe brings me. I'm going to see where the universe guides me. Hello, Team Inspire Nation. Love you guys. And we're there for 3 or 4 days. We're signing on the dotted line. We've got a beautiful place to stay for the winter. We are so beside ourselves happy because we've been on the road for about a month at that point, looking for where our winter home is going to be. Before we take that next step, before we pitch Netflix, we didn't know this was coming up right now. And then one evening, one beautiful, beautiful evening, I think it'd been 98 degrees that day. It's just crazy for this week. 98 degrees, mid-November. A woman in a golf cart comes by and says, "Oh, Ruru, I want to stop and say goodnight." And another golf cart is passing in the other direction. And he goes, "Ruru, don't get me started." Then he pulled up in the property next to ours. Then he complained something about the water. Then he drove off. And the next morning we got the phone call, "You'll need to leave. You're not welcome here anymore. Your lease, gone, nothing. You're out of here. We need you out of here today." I don't think I fully cried yet. That one hurt badly. It's all steering. It's all guidance. It's all steering. It's all guidance. We lost our home this summer. It's been in another episode. We were supposed to be on the road on a vacation this fall. And instead it's been 6-7 weeks of trying to find our next home. We met Ruru this summer. He's been the greatest to me gift in the world, and he's not easy. He's like having a special needs child. And each morning for several hours, and Jessica probably can't believe it, I'm rocking him like a baby. I've never been this calm. I've never been this present. I've never been this willing to give up of my time for someone or something else. I'm not a selfish person by nature, but Ruru has needed it. And we got ourselves on the road, and we haven't been able to find a place to land with Ruru. And we were so happy when we found this place. And then we were so equally crushed. I'm laughing because it's all steering, it's all guidance. We were so crushed when we were told, "You need to leave, and you need to leave now." We were reeling. We found another place in Palm Springs. It was not nearly as nice, not nearly this, not nearly that. And we were so emotionally exhausted that we're like, "Fine, we'll take it. We can handle the compromise. We've got this covered. We got this." And so it was really just choosing a unit. We had another option. It's interesting. First, we reeled for the day. Then the next day, 2 opportunities appeared, one in Palm Springs, one outside of Palm Springs. That evening, it was really a decision of what unit do we want. The next morning, we woke up and it was gone. And that opportunity had evaporated. And overnight, the opportunity in the desert turned out it wasn't what it was supposed to be. And so we went from homeless, you could say, in a sense, to hopeful, to homeless, to homeful, and then back to homeless again, in a period of somewhere between 2 to 3 days of being in the shredder. Other than our miscarriages, I can't think of anything even close to this painful. It was crazy painful. Here's the thing, and I'm not making light of this because I don't have a home yet. I'm 4 or 5 days out. I have no place for my family to land. It's going to work out. We got this. But I have no idea what it is. This is the glass bridge that I talk about. So on one level, it hurts so badly. And on another level, we are growing so much. So if you're getting the carpet ripped out from underneath you now, no, it's because you're a teacher. You're an energy worker. You're meant to play the game at a higher level. You're being challenged, not as a test. I don't believe in tests of the universe. You're not being tested. You're being gifted. You're growing. You're learning. You're expanding. I want to say, excuse me here, in many ways, sorry. I'm twice the person, twice the husband, twice the rock, not twice the body fat. I've lost a lot of weight. I don't eat much during this experience. But I'm twice the person I've been because of this experience. I am powerful. I am strong. I'm also scared witless at times. But that's the journey for all of us. So there are people who believe that when you practice the law of attraction, when you vibrate at a higher level, that it's going to be all kumbaya, all puppies and roses, all unicorns falling from the sky. I said, watch the horns. Because the higher you go, the more lessons you're going to be gifted with for your highest good and for the highest good of all. Truly gifted with. It's such a key, profound line, and it's so hard to remember. Universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, isn't happening to you. These things aren't happening to you. They're happening for you, and they're happening through you. For you and through you. And so what you can say in your moments of grace, in between prayer, in between the tears, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this gift. In automatic writing, I get what? You want us to make it easy? You want to be spoon-fed? You don't want to grow? You don't want to expand? I'm like, well, can I have it easy, please? But that's not how it works if you want to play at a high level. And you may go, I don't want to play at a high level. I'm willing to play it small. No, man. You didn't sign up to play it small. If you're attracted to my energy, you did not sign up to play it small. I did not sign up to play it small. Jessica did not sign up to play it small. Now, we've had a lot of discussions of, are people going to see us as foolish? Are people going to see us as irresponsible? Are people not going to want to take our classes or our programs or our this because they see us as being ungrounded and spun? And I say it's quite the reverse. It's what we do during this time. It's what you do during this time that matters most. Sorry, this is really hard. Let me just say, don't get down on yourselves for getting down. That's part of the process. I look at life as a sine wave curve. It's always growing. It's always going up. It's always expanding. It's always elevating. Consciousness is always elevating. We are ascending. But there are waves and troughs and waves and troughs and waves and troughs. It might even be that the troughs feel even bigger the higher up that you get. Woohoo! So, bear with me again. Jessica likes it when I cry. She knows we've got to get this out, but I keep going into protector mode. I almost fell apart 2 days ago at the last RV center when they said we could stay there and they were showing us cottages. And I started to cry, and I don't know, Jessica actually helped me pull it back in because we weren't sure yet if I could really let my guard down. But don't get down on yourself for getting down on yourself. And I'm not. I have never had more of a positive attitude than right now, more of a belief that everything is going to work out, more excited to see some sort of miracle about to take place. I don't know what it is. I can't rush it. I could rush it right now, and I could go find the worst place in the world, so to speak, in the desert. And I believe we could plant ourselves there and just kind of hunker down and play it small. I don't believe that's what we're meant to do. I don't believe we're meant to play it small. I'm not a poker player. I'm not a gambler. I'll put that in quotes. We can't define ourselves. But I'm letting it ride right now and seeing what the universe brings us. 5 days, 4 really. Today we are in St. George, Utah. Tomorrow we'll celebrate Jessica's, can I say it, Jessica? 40th. Woohoo! How does it get any better than this? We're celebrating her 40th birthday in Zion National Park. Wednesday, we get back to Colorado to clear out the RV. Friday, we turn in the RV. If something has magically appeared, we get to turn right back around and get out on the road with our filmmaker and go film 2 Netflix pilots over a week. And then we get to land. But it all depends on us finding a place in the next 4 days. I get to stay centered. I get to stay grounded. I get to watch. I can go down as much as I want, but I get to do everything I can to bring my energy back up into that creative space. Because if I'm going around going, oh my God, 4 days, oh my God, 4 days, oh my God, 4 days, or then 3 days, or then 2 days, it's not impossible, but it is more challenging for universe to say, here's your gift. Here's where I'd like you to live next. We don't need our forever home now. We need our for winter home as we get back out on the road and are filming the show before springtime, which I'm super excited about. And we'll be telling you all about that in our upcoming recorded shows. But I get to watch our energy. That's what you get to do too. We are all energy. We vibrate. I know of no other way to put it. When we went into cell phone stores to get data for our journey, we talked about just how much data we needed. And I won't even give you the exact term I used, but we were data eaters, we'll say. Well, now we're all energy eaters. The more energy that you can bring through yourself at a high vibrational level, the more you bring about high vibrating results, outcomes. If I go over the next few days, oh my God, we're doomed. Oh my God, we're doomed. Oh my God, we're doomed. It is very difficult for the universe to say, here's what you get. If I go, something great is coming out of this, something great is coming out of this, something great is coming out of this, then the odds are very good. Something great is coming out of this. Now, truth be told, no matter what happens, something great is coming out of this. That's the hardest thing to understand, is if we're each spiritual teachers, if we're each spiritual leaders, if we're each spiritual guides, if we're each here to raise ourselves up, to raise our vibration up, to help others, to help ourselves, to learn, to grow, to expand, whatever that looks like, then each situation that takes place is for your highest good, whether it feels that way or not. Jessica's talking about her birthday, I think, online here. And we made a choice partway through the trip not to go back east and visit her family with the RV because we thought it was going to be too difficult. And we wanted to find a place to live out here. So she didn't get to her family. I didn't get to my family. She didn't get to spend her birthday with her family. And we could be kicking ourselves now, saying, what were we thinking? Why didn't we do that? We've just wasted this time. And while I would do anything in my power right now to, click the magic heels or wave a magic wand to get Jessica back to her family for her birthday, oh my God, would I love to do that. I truly believe, though it really hurts right now, it still really hurts. We're still in this. That this has been a magical gift for us. And the growths that we're getting out of this are infinite. The growths you're getting out of this time period. And I don't think there's any one of us who isn't getting their butt kicked right now. The growth that we're getting out of this time period is monumental. There are wounds that I had that came out in our relationship that over the last 11 years, 10 married, one before that, which is a miracle that she's been with me this long, that I was never able to heal, never able to move past. Patterns, ways that I reacted, they're gone, completely erased. Completely erased. Not despite not going back east or not being able to do this or not doing that, but because of it. That is seeing the forest through the trees. How much goodness is coming out of this for each of us right now. So with that said, I want to open it up to a few questions before I let everybody go tonight. I feel a bit short on words, I guess. Big on heart, short on words, exhausted, completely and totally exhausted, shredded, miserable, and happy, almost ecstatic, all at one. Because I can see the tumblers coming into place. I can see the pieces coming together. let's be honest. Who knows where we're going to be in 4 or 5 days? Who knows where we're going to be a couple weeks from now? I pray that we get to film our Netflix pilots next week. That to me means so much. I pray that we find a landing zone that raises Jessica's vibration and energy, that is expansive for both of us, is expansive for the show, is expansive for you. Because if our energy's down, then you're not going to either want to watch us or we're going to bring your energy down. We don't want that. So I pray that this comes about with the most amazing place for Ruru and the kitty cats. All of us together as one. It would be so easy to throw in the towel right now. It'd also be the most difficult thing in the world. And to say either we're going to go to the crappiest place or we're not going to keep our family together, so to speak. That would not be the right long-term outcome. We have to hang in there. And that's what I'm encouraging for you. Follow the energy, bring the energy up, love yourself up, console yourself, and then step forward with everything you've gotten in a state of continuous prayer. I keep praying. I keep praying. I keep getting knocked down and I keep praying some more. Oh, thank you, PC Nair. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, and I'm not sure what Linda's asking something about being erased. I really couldn't say what that is at this point. I'm so sorry. With that said, let's open it up to a few quick questions. And then who knows, maybe some magic has already come in. I wouldn't be surprised if after this, the right call, email, phone call, I guess that's the same as a call, text, something that says, we have the perfect place for you in Ruru. See, that's been the hardest challenge, just to put it out there. Is Ruru's family. Ruru is Ohana. I am Ruru. Ruru is me. It's rather interesting and kind of strange. But we could find the most amazing place without Ruru, but that wouldn't be the most amazing place. And so it has been challenging to find a place where we can all safely land. All right, so let's see if we have any questions other than we said, can we get a woohoo? Can we get a woohoo? Da, 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 da. Woohoo.
Allison had a question.
Go for it, Allison. Oh, she has another question too. Allison, we've been told by both by our spiritual mentor to hold off for getting an RV for just a few months right now to see what takes place, because there is so much in flux. Even if, and I have thought about throwing out that advice and going and buying one tomorrow, buying an RV is not like buying a car. It's a many week process. You're buying a rolling home. Lots of hoops to go through and lots of making sure you buy the right ones so that the wheels or the plumbing or the pipes or the whatever aren't falling off of it. Even if you're getting one new, it's actually better to get one a couple years old so that the pipes have fallen off for somebody else and not yourself. So I have thought about this extensively, Allison, but that too, in my limiting belief, would not be done over the next 4 to 5 days. Now, I've looked at a long-term rental, but in the southwest, this time of year, they are such a hot commodity that would be in the tens of thousands of dollars, so to speak, a month. It would be significant. Maybe not quite that bad, but significant. It is an option in a worst case scenario. I have no idea what that would look like, though. And Jessica, she is my love, my light, and my anchor. Actually, I'm her anchor now. That's kind of cool. She wants to feel rooted and grounded before we take this next step. She would like to feel like she has a home under her feet. She would like to feel like she has a foundation. We need that foundation. Are we going back on the road in RV? Absolutely. Do we love this lifestyle? Absolutely. But do we want a place where we can hang our hat? Yes, yes, yes. M. Burner, I found you one. Hope you like. I'm excited, M. Burner, smiley. So what was Allison's first question? Because I read her second one. Have you been getting anything through automatic writing, Michael, in regards to where y'all might want to go? Well, that's an interesting question, particularly the way that you phrase it, Allison. So I'm going to play with that a little bit. Where we want to go and where automatic writing has been guiding us seem to be a little bit discordant. Automatic writing is telling us what's best for us rather than what our small minds have been thinking is best for us. And it's been guiding us. Automatic writing has been guiding us on this journey, not to just get comfortable and find a place, but basically, like Carol Campos, who's here in the chat room, she has a podcast called Divine Breadcrumbs. I like to think of us as being Mr. or Ms. Pac-Man, going and collecting all of these breadcrumbs, all of these experiences along the way. Automatic writing has been very profound in leading and guiding us to the most amazing experiences, not necessarily the easiest experiences. And then it's breaking down what we've learned, why we learned it, how we can grow from this. And that has been this massive spiritual transformation that wouldn't have taken place through this journey without automatic writing. It has been such a profound transformation because I can talk, in a sense, like talk with God on a daily basis and learn. What I'm not getting spoon-fed is here's your house. That's what I'm not getting. Never got that out of automatic writing. Don't expect it out of automatic writing. Automatic writing did guide us west, where we learned, where we growed, where we got hurt profoundly, and, which will be in our upcoming show, how magic came about, where we have an opportunity to make some pilot episodes. Well, we're pitching them. That came out of going west, which came out of automatic writing. Automatic writing has been my cheerleader, has been my guide, has helped me understand things, has helped me to take better care of Pookie during this trip, has helped me to understand what is most important, has helped me to stay grounded every step of the way. And yes, we do have an automatic writing class this Thursday, automaticwriting.com. It has helped me each step of the way, but it is not saying, here's where to go, here's what you want to do. Why? Because the further along your journey you get, as an energy worker, as a healing, as a guide, as a light, which you are, if you're attracted to my energy, then you are all of this and more. Automatic writing is going to help you to learn, is going to help you to grow. It's going to help you to have the most amazing experiences, but also experiences that may be challenging in the moment and incredibly beneficial in the long run. I am both lost and that we have no idea where we're going in 5 days. I almost come to tears. If I say that out loud again, I will come to tears that we have no idea where we're going to be in 5 days. And I am completely the opposite of lost through my automatic writing. In fact, I think it's amazing grace. I'm not lost, I'm found. That's it. I am found. I think both Jessica and I are found through this process. I've talked about before the glass bridge appearing when you step off the cliff. We are so far off that cliff right now. And I know the glass bridge is already here. I don't know what it looks like. I know that when we look back at this, it will be so incredibly special. I feel like this is our Superman journey we're going through. The reason I'm sharing it like this is I'm not making light. First off, I transmit energy, which means I have to be really careful about what I say and what I do on air here. But we're all one. The fact that you're watching and listening and attracted to this means you're learning these same lessons we are, in the sense we're transmitting them to you, not with my voice. My voice is secondary, it's the energy. I am transmitting to you the lessons that we are gaining through this journey. And so we are all becoming Superman. We are all becoming Superwoman, as Jessica and I are out here, so to speak, metaphorically now in the desert. St. George is a desert. It's beautiful. Oh my God, is this place beautiful? But we're going along this journey together, and we're rising up because of it. So let's see if we have a few more questions here. Forgive me going for another tissue. Things are running tonight. Jessica, do we have any more questions from people? You're cute.
Just a lot of support.
Cool. And I have here. It's okay. Whoop.
Whoa. Wow.
I'm sorry. Did I get you at a bad angle? I wanted to show you on camera to everybody. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being in my lap during the show. You're more than welcome to go back in my lap. Back in my lap. Back. 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 We got the muffins. Why don't you do that with me? Sometimes it's as simple as that. Jessica, do you have any questions? Anything you want me to share? Anything of any sort?
What have you discovered about your preferences? Because when we started out on this journey, you said you wanted snow, that you wanted to be able to land on fluffy stuff.
All right. And that begets the universe has spoken to me the last few years in like Adam and Eve ribs. And I broke a rib or two in Vegas mountain biking. I don't even know what happened a few weeks ago. And my heart has been in such pain. And which signified the get out of town. Here's what I've learned. Let's see if we can compile all this. Let's see what I can compile. I wanted epic snow and cold and cross-country skiing and playing in the far north and mountaintops. And I still want mountaintops. That's what I was really craving before this journey. And I'd been training all season for cross-country skiing. I was really looking forward to it. And then we got to the warmth of, oh my gosh, I called it hotter than the blazes of heaven, Sedona. And we got to very warm Nevada. And then we got to 98 degrees Palm Springs this week. Excuse me. Here's what I've learned. First, I'm okay if I have palm trees and tiki umbrellas behind me for our shows for the rest of the year. I love palm trees. I love palm trees. So if we stayed in the palm tree zone, I'm very, very happy for this winter. Secondly, I learned that you and I we are all our land, but we are more active when it's easier to be active. So being close to the trails, incredibly helpful. Having a warmer climate so that we can be moving more often rather than to bundle up and fight the elements is more helpful. I've learned just how much I'm craving community at this point. The reason that I cried so much or get to cry so much or something cry so much when we lost the place we were going to be staying at in Palm Springs was because we had instant plug-in community. And I love everybody on that's here with me tonight. I just like to love you up in person. It was so cool to have instant plug-in community. Community, warmth, palm trees, ease, place to film in the dark, place to film, I guess that's at night, place to film where it's warm, ease to be able to get to guests, ease to be able to travel to get to guests, ease to be able to travel in the heart of winter. These are things that I've learned that I didn't expect. These are things that I am saying right now, I am open. If that's what universe brings us, great. If universe brings us something even better, great. If universe brings us something completely different, that's great too. One thing I've learned be that we're in like a 200 square foot RV is I don't need that much space. A 35 footer is a tiny home, tiny home. Now I'd like for our RV to be a 45 footer so that we can record and do all these things on it. But I don't need that much space. So that's been an interesting one to me. Yeah, for anybody who's just joining us, Jessica's 40th birthday is tomorrow. Woohoo! Jessica, any more questions do you want me to put out there to people? Or do you... If you have questions, put your questions out there. I am short on words of what I can say tonight because I am... I'm going through this along with you, but I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. Oh, and come join us for class Thursday, automaticwriting.com. It's going to be so, so cool. Happy early birthday, Glenda. Go for it, Jessica. Uncle Tone, am I having a good day? Uncle Tone, I am having the best day of the world, the most horrific day in the world. No, not even that. The most incredible day in the world. A day filled with ups and downs and sideways and hope and hopelessness and fear and joy and everything. I'm having the full human experience and I'm in one piece, more or less, Uncle Tone. So life is good. Life is good. Life is good. Could I be freaked out again later tonight? Yes. Could I be crying later tonight? Chances are no. I probably won't cry off air until we get through this because I don't want to freak Jessica out. I really don't want to freak Jessica out. I need to be the rock for her. Afterwards, I got to go down and I got to process a lot of these emotions. I get to process a lot. But right now, and the tears are right there. But I get to be the rock for all of us. Doesn't mean that I'm stuffing anything under the surface. Far from it. I have done more work this month and I'm so proud of looking at myself, looking at the emotions, watching what's going on, clearing what's going on, making best friends what's going on, almost reveling in a way. I don't want this much pain. I don't want anybody to have this much pain. Maslow's hierarchy is strong. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It says that if you don't have home, shelter, food, water, the basics, clothing, you freak out. And so 4 or 5 days from having no place to go, you watch these things and you understand you are wired this way biologically to protect yourself, to protect the species, to protect the tribe. And you just observe them, but they're still there and they're still real. So, Uncle Tone, I'm going to say it's the most amazing day in the world. Perfect and getting even better. Any other questions?
Luis asks, are your angels with you?
Oh, heck yeah. Angels are protecting us. Angels are guiding us. Heck, okay, I broke a rib or two cycling. Thank God it was only a rib or two. I don't even know what happened. I think the seat post on the bike broke. The seat post is broken. I don't know if it happened before, if it happened afterwards. I really don't know what happened. But universe does like to speak to me in boo-boos. So, thank you for the reminder to smile. I just lost where I'm at. The question again?
Are your angels with you?
Yeah, they're taking care of us. I believe they're taking care of us each and every step of the way. Every step is guidance. We've seen more synchronicities, more repeating numbers, more signs, more symbols. That doesn't mean it's easy. We think, well, if I'm seeing 444, 111, whatever it is, I'm in perfect flow. And so everything, all doors are going to open for me. And sometimes they do. They have for us, for this Netflix thing. That door is opening. And I have a feeling that if we choose to hang in there the next few weeks, magic will come out of us. But we're also being groomed for that magic with challenges, with difficulties. But the angels are guiding us each step of the way. Any more questions? I send you all my love, Lisa. All my love.
Do you want to mention Patreon?
All right. Yes. We've got a couple things coming up. I didn't know Renee Barabio is in Palm Springs. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. A couple things. First off, automatic writing class is coming up Thursday. That's automaticwriting.com. And you can follow our entire journey by going to patreon.com, patreon.com /Inspire Nation. Again, that's patreon.com /Inspire Nation. And that's where you can support the show. And that's where you can help us, help you, help keep going. My mind is going, Renee was there and we weren't. Everything happens for a reason. Every single thing happens for a reason. So come join us for class Thursday. Come certainly join our Patreon page. I've admittedly had a hard time wanting to film the last few days. I'm like, wow, another SmackDown. Let me pull out my camera. I just don't really feel like that. Although we've seen rainbows in the desert, we've seen snow in the desert, we've seen golden glowing light. We saw a go-kart racing track that I need to get to. So much coolness. So, yeah. What are you getting in your awe about the state of our country? Basically, the country is mirroring the journey that Jessica and I are on, that we're all on right now. It's all a healing upward spiral. It's all a healing upward spiral. Doesn't mean, sorry, meowsers, my legs are cramping badly here. Doesn't mean it's easy. Doesn't mean it's any clearer than mud. doesn't mean that suddenly tomorrow we're going to go, aha, eureka, it's all perfect, it's all over, it's all better. But it is all the upward spiral. All of it. Linda, are we still going to visit Washington State? Not this time of the round. It's important to keep your RV on, I guess you could go up right up the coast, but it's important to keep your RV on warm ground, so to speak. These are not snow vehicles. We could get up the coast, but my guess is Washington will be more in the springtime now, which would actually be really, 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 really exciting. T. Yetter, are we going to come to Texas? Absolutely. In fact, I even put that on the list this week. I was like, what about Austin, Jessica? So yes, we're going to absolutely get to Texas, but my guess is we will get an RV within the next 2 to 3 months, and then we will be back on the road. Where are you headed after Vegas? We're actually beyond Vegas now, Joy. We are in St. George till tomorrow midday. I have a few lucky people that I am coaching tomorrow. I don't even know. Coaching, if you're interested in coaching, I don't have any idea when my next open spot is, but you can go to inspirenationshow.com/coaching and see about signing up for a strategy session with me. So I have a few lucky clients that I'm coaching tomorrow midday, and then I'm taking to Jessica to Zion for her birthday, which on an intellectual head level is insane to be going out of our way when we have to return an RV, when we have no place to live, to be taking her to Zion for her birthday. But that is exactly what we're going to do. We are going to follow those energy Pac-Man things, and we are taking her to Zion for her birthday. Washington has amazing. Do you like St. George? It's beautiful. St. George is on the border of Nevada and Utah. And when we came in through this gorge last night, it was glowing gold and red, and there was white up on the hills above us. And it was stunning, phenomenal. And there are palm trees down here, snow all up above and around us. Leaves changing color amongst the palm trees is really beautiful here. So incredibly beautiful. St. George is in Utah State, just south of Idaho. What else? What else do we have? Edward, an email 10 minutes before we start may not be the best of time. I would agree, Edward, we get to do even better at that. Let's see. Any other questions? I believe that's it. I believe that's it. So right now we are going to breathe deep. We're going to call it good for tonight. Actually, I have some more film work to do with my filmmaker and producer after this for our upcoming YouTube show, which is supposed to be tomorrow night. Stay tuned. We may have another show tomorrow night. I don't know how this is going to work out. Can we do some woohoos, Edward? Of course we can do some woohoos. I don't know if I can even get Jessica to woo-hoo with me in the background. I'm not even sure her mic is on right now.
Doesn't make any sense.
What's that?
My mic.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to give you an out.
I don't get it.
Woohoo! 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 5 more. Woohoo! Woohoo! 3 more. Woohoo! 2 more. Woohoo! 1 more. Woohoo! And woohoo! Joyanne Florette, travel plans earlier? No, we don't know. We don't know. Stay tuned and find out. So love you guys so, so much. We will look forward to seeing you in the next few days and upcoming shows. Come join us at class on Thursday for automatic writing. If you haven't done that yet, it's huge. Will it tell you exactly where you're going to land? No. Sometimes, yes. It may tell you to change jobs. It may tell you to change states, but it's going to give you what you need for your circumstances. And for Jessica and myself, it's saying, hey, you guys are teachers. And we are going to give you some mega growth opportunities here. And automatic writing every single day has been helping me to learn, has helping me to heal, has been helping me to grow, has helped me to grow stronger. Pook Star, am I twice as whatever I was before this trip?
You've grown leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds. And that's all from automatic writing. So come join us for automatic writing on Thursday. And then, of course, patreon.com/Inspire Nation to follow entire journey. Love you guys. We'll see you on the next show, which is probably tomorrow evening. And it almost sounds trite to say keep on shining bright. Instead, what I want to say is it's all steering, it's all guidance, it's all steering, it's all guidance, it's all steering, it's all guidance, it's all steering, it's all guidance. I was walking around the RV park with Ruru a few days ago when we're having a talk, and people think you're nuts if you're talking to yourself, although now they think you're on a cell phone. They think you're really nuts when you're talking to your rooster. But the discussion we were having was it's all steering, it's all guidance, every single bit of this. And yes, happy birthday, Jessica. How does it get any better than this? Well, she could list some ways. How does it get any better than this? Love you guys so, so much. Keep on shining bright. Take care. Woohoo. Meowsers, I picked you up to say goodnight to everybody, but we already found out that's not what you wanted. Good night, everybody.